Hey there, and howdy, and welcome to Next to the Porch. It's a little warm today, and I didn't feel like getting blazed out there. No, getting blazed. I guess that has a different meaning, doesn't it? As I find the proper coffee shades, but they're not Corey Hart. And I guess if I'm going to see myself better, I should put on clean glasses, so I am doubly damned. Anyway, happy Sunday. This is supposed to happen yesterday, and it did, but somewhere between the GoPro, which I have, and still have of. I've got about 4 Porch Talks on the GoPro. And as soon as I find out how to get them off the SD card, that'll be wonderful. They're all pretty much the exact same thing as from 3 weeks ago. I've been playing with this thing for a while. You'd think I'd take a lesson in technology, but I keep using the help button and just trial and error. And sometimes there's more error. There's also, well, you know what a smartphone looks like. I've got one, and it's not very intelligent, but it is full. And I just moved about 90% of my content from the phone itself to the SD card on said phone. So now there's a bunch of space. So I probably would be easier using YouTube directly on that to tape it to my phone, then upload it to YouTube, which is what I've been doing. But this is a live feed, and I'd like to see how this goes. So in a perfect situation, I would just be using the GoPro and uploading stuff and editing it accordingly. So that's what I want to be able to do. A couple people I'd like to thank. So I hate when people speak in the subjunctive. I'd like to thank the Academy. Screw the Academy. I have nothing to say to them. I would like to thank. I am thanking right now my godson, Alec, who this belongs to him, but so his mother kindly said, go ahead and use it. And this is a year and a half ago or something. Finally, and maybe you'll finally see something from the damn GoPro when I learn how to take it off of the little SD card. There's a lot of trickery in social media. There's a lot of trickery in the use of video and audio and all the technology we are watching this on, if you're watching this. I love the word chicanery. It means trickery so as to gain an advantage in money, business, politics, social situations. It's trickery. It's being cunning, furtive, dishonest, and employing sleight of hand or deceit or what have you. But chicanery is a great word. And originally, when I taped this last night and then lost the entire Porch Talk, which was one of my better ones now because I lost it. The upshot was that was not a pick. That was a stealing second base. That was not a pick, I swear. It was an itch. Chicanery and chicken sound so close. I thought how smart I was. I went out and got some Chick Fil A. And what really got me fired up this weekend was for about the 55th time, the social justice warriors of the left, of which some of my dear friends in Facebook land are of that ilk. And as we all know, an ilk is a very big deer. The SJWs, and me being a deplorable, I love to call them by that 3-letter acronym. The SJWs were bent out of shape in Toronto and several other northeast corner of this country and lower parts of Canada region because Chick-fil-A has opened several different franchises. And as we know, very Christian conservative gentleman owns Chick-fil-A. He has spoken out in the past, I think 7 years ago, about how he doesn't support gay marriage. And because of that, he's Hitler. And therefore, every time you take a bite of a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, a little bit of Adolf is within you. Logical, isn't it? I know that not everyone who gets an abortion is trying to destroy humanity. They're just trying to get rid of something which is in their way. And they don't want to have a baby yet, so they have an abortion. I get that. It doesn't seem like a global decision until you take a step back from it. When I bring that reality of how I think the greatest evil in this world is abortion up, I get a lot of eye rolls, a lot of dismissive, well, you're not a woman, you can't get pregnant, and about 97 other beautifully patented arguments by my very otherwise intelligent left-wing friends who, when they refer to me as that dipshit who's not very smart, by the way. I love how I give them credit for being smart, but I'm never the smart one. But in any event, I want to give everyone credit for being smarter than they probably are. I never get the same shake. That's fine. Think me stupid. Believe it or not, when it comes down to brass tacks, I'm not that stupid, and you better not turn your back on me because I'm armed. But I bring up that aspect in the abortion argument because it's a big moral thing. Now, this little stupid argument about chicken sandwiches and the trickery, the chicanery that I see in the left doing die-ins in front of the Toronto restaurant and one in New York yesterday with gay animal rights activists or animal rights homosexual activists or people who are straight and have a dog and call themselves a gay animal rights activist. I don't know what the demographic is that puts you in front of that Chick Fil A with a dumbass sign, but you lay on the sidewalk for 10 minutes during a photo op to make it look like you're dead, right? And there's just a stack of humanity in front of this door. Meanwhile, there are people stepping over them to go inside and get a spicy chicken sandwich. And I would be one of those people. And yesterday, I was not going to go to Chick Fil A. I've been laying off the starch in general, all breading, all bread, all pasta. And I'm down a little bit, feeling a lot better. Doctor's happy. Cholesterol dropped 62 points in 6 weeks, in part from the meds, in part from smart decisions, in part because I'm not gargling with tequila and orange juice anymore. This new Karen is a little smarter than that. Deplorable, but smarter than that. And yet I wasn't even going to get Chick-fil-A yesterday, but I said, to hell with it. So I got Chick-fil-A yesterday, and I'm glad I did. It was damn delicious. It's delicious every day of the week. I just couldn't have it today because they're closed on Sundays, and that really pisses off the SJWs. The chicanery involved in them trying to fabricate a protest that was going to show those Christian deplorables and those gay-hating bastards or whatever their mindset was, has sold more chicken sandwiches for Chick-fil-A. If I didn't know better, this whole thing would be a Chick-fil-A ruse to try and get people to eat more of their chicken sandwiches by trumping up opposition to their company in the persons of a bunch of idiots who might have gone right out and bought stock in Chick-fil-A right before they lay down in front of the doorway and told everybody on social media, hey, go to your local Chick-fil-A and get yourself some nuggets, you know. It's just amazing how if your job, if the chicanery of your movement is such that you effectively king-make your opponent, you're the social media equivalent of a WrongWay Corrigan. And you might look that up if you don't know who that guy is. There was a guy who tackled, no, he didn't. There was a guy who tackled somebody from the sidelines of a football game back in the 1930s. I'm confusing that with the guy who he picked up a ball and then ran the wrong way on the football field. Some people think that was WrongWay Corrigan. My understanding, the actual WrongWay Corrigan was a pilot, but I have to look that up myself. So, physician, heal thyself. Pop culture illusion, Kieran, elude thyself and elude the truth, and elude the facts, and look it up, Kieran. Google it before you pop it off in your blog cast. But whatever the case, this word chicanery is such a great word. Whether it's a chicken sandwich or whether it's actual trickery, I just love words like that and how it just seemed to fit. And I don't really have anything to say about it other than to just muse on this topic of trickery. Right side of the ledger that some Republican conservative types have attempted to do that have blown up in their own hands and left them thumbless. And when I think of when you sit down at a table before you're going to, walk out the door with your big idea and you're going to do your opponent, you're going to do it, and you get yourself all revved up and you look in the mirror and you practice it and you're so tough and you're so smart. And you may or may not consult with a large group of people. You may just have a small coterie of 2 or 3 trusted people, or maybe you're the guy who does everything by yourself and you go out there, you have the press conference, you issue the blog, you go on YouTube, you do the live feed, whatever it is that you do. And then it just goes the other way. That's just such a great thing to watch when it isn't happening to you. And that's one of my other favorite words is schadenfreude. And I just like it better when it's somebody I already didn't like. When Gloria Allred makes an ass of herself on the Adam Carolla show, and she did some years ago, it was glorious. She's a smart woman. She's very capable. She's, of course, one of millions for her clients, and she knows exactly what she's doing as an attorney. I get that. But seeing her, or rather hearing her, just get mowed over by a much sharper, in the moment Adam Carolla was glorious. Moments like that are rare. I enjoy them. In any event, there's so much to talk about that involves chicanery. There's everything going on with the left trying to take down Trump. There's what's going on with the NRA scandal with regards to mismanagement of monies and how California is trying to recognize them as a terrorist organization. There's chicanery on both sides of this now. I mean, there's plenty of people involved in the NRA that I know because I've met them that are good people that I love and respect. And then there's a few I've met, and as a member of the NRA, I can tell you, there's a few that I've met that I don't hang with very much. I don't care for what other politics they represent. In much the same way as I met some people just the other night at an event that I went to on Friday evening, some strong liberal Democrats, and I went to engage them on a topic or two, and turns out they're just as loathsome and reprehensible in their polemical nonsense and the weakness of their game, if you will, as the worst blathering Walmart Republican that you'll see out there on the various viral videos. There's lots of stupid going around out there. This is just one of those instances in this particular issue involving chicken sandwiches that all I can think is, I got to lay off the bread, but damn, that's a good sandwich. So anyway, if this goes out and if this works, I'll tag it up with a bunch of things post facto. But I hope that this little porch talk right off my porch, where it's too damn hot for me to go outside because I'm still too fat for the heat. Too Fat to Fish. That's a good book, by the way. Artie Lang. I would recommend that if you don't mind reading a book written by someone who's not an author. But Artie Lang wrote a book called Too Fat to Fish, and that was Paul's suggestion that I read that. It's a good book. Anyway, too hot to porch talk. Chicanery, it's fun, but it's slippery stuff. It's like it's like grunion, man. You don't necessarily have that thing until you've got it in the sack. You just don't. You guys don't know what I mean by the grunion hunting thing. Nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. Grunion, friggin' grunion. Nobody goes grunion hunting anymore. It's been 30 years since I grunioned. Grunioning. I'll bet you my brother. I'm going to ask my brother when I talk to him tomorrow. Have you grunioned? I'm sure he has. It was a 70s thing. Anyway. Would you just stop talking? Don't encourage me, Have a good day, wherever you are, on your porch or elsewhere. The next time trickery of any kind comes up and you see it happening, drop chicanery into the conversation, see what happens. And the next time you see a chicken sandwich, think, does Hitler make that chicken sandwich? And if it's a good chicken sandwich, who cares? Eat the Adolf chicken sandwich if you have to. No, it's just Chick Fil A kicks ass. Everybody knows they do. There's other good chicken sandwiches out there, but I like theirs quite a bit. So that's all I got for the day, and I hope this message on there. So I'm going to end the stream now. I hope this message and this day and this little vlog finds you well. So much to my friend Joe. Joe in España. 14 minutes is double what I said. See how hard it is to do 7 minutes? I'm going to keep the word ones short, but this one has got a word too, and I just had more to say. So have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday or end of your Saturday if you're across the international date line or whatever the hell that is. Or maybe it's Monday where you are. I don't know. Whatever it is. If you're in Pago or some Pacific island, it's probably Monday. Take it easy. And until the next Porch Talk, hasta la bye-bye. See ya.